What's up everybody, welcome back. For those of you new here, my name is Daniel Silva, I'm a tattoo artist in Los Angeles, California. I got my guy AC here. He is coming to get a tattoo, and I'm sure by the thumbnail you've seen a little bit of it. But I just wanted to introduce yourself a little bit. He's actually a firefighter, and he was just telling me how he's putting out the fires in LA, which is, if you're in LA, we all know about him. I think even the back of the Hollywood sign, like Hill, was on fire. I had like this apartment, and my friend lived there still, and he was like videotaping from like the top, and it was like crazy. The whole entire hill was on fire. You didn't put that one out though?
Nah. At that time, I was at the base of the fire working that, so.
The bigger one, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I started where it started. I was at where it started and didn't reach the top of the Hollywood sign, so. But all my crew members were up there doing their thing.
That is insane, dude. Yeah. Could you imagine the Hollywood sign just gets torn down?
No, we're not gonna let
that
happen.
No, we're not gonna let that happen. Tell us about the other fires, like the bigger ones. Like,
yeah.
what was the craziest thing during the process? Because you're like newer to the scene, right?
Very new.
So it's all like, next thing you know, they're just like, here's 100 fires for you to take care of.
I would say it was just trying to get on scene really fast and saving people's homes. That was the priority. No one wants to lose their home in something like that.
Do they like, what do you do? Like go and like water down the houses or
exactly.
What?
We get out our hose lines, put them in place. If the fire's literally licking that house, then we're gonna do everything we can to stop it, so.
That is crazy. I feel like I've seen so many times where like, a bunch of houses will get burnt down like all around it, but they'll just be like that one, like the last Mohican just sitting there, dude. Yeah. And why is that a thing?
It's just how it burns.
So some's got that good burning wood, exactly. And some's like,
exactly.
They don't tell you that before you buy the house. Like, dude, there's a fire, this one is going down.
Exactly.
So we actually tattooed him before, which we'll show you that footage before the time lapse of the one we're doing today, because I think it's super dope, and I think you should definitely get the chance to check that out. Because we didn't want to post it yet because to me it just wasn't full enough. So now today you actually get to like feel like it's like a full half sleeve up there. Yeah. So I'm super stoked. He got an Athena tattoo, which is like 100% custom for me. No one has this tattoo, which I think is the most important thing when it comes to these things. But do you want to tell me a little bit about why you're getting it?
So I got the Athena tattoo to represent my mom. Big stone in my life. She raised me, she gave birth to me. So I wanted something to represent her. Athena's a strong woman, so she needed to be on my shoulder. And then today we're getting that owl. So that owl, for Athena, always looks over her blind side, so I picture that owl as me, always backing up my mom, looking over her shoulder.
Yeah, that's
protecting her at all times as well, so.
Dude, that's actually super dope. I wish my tattoos had more meaning than that, but they don't. I'm just getting them to look cool. But dude, that's actually a super dope idea. So last time I got a tattoo that kind of referenced her a little bit, and I put that with like a helmet, put that on, we'll show you that later. But right now, we're just going to, hold in. Come on, we're filming. All right, so today we're gonna put like something like this up. So you've seen a little bit, but it's either gonna be one of these two, and I think if we put it up to your arm a little bit, let me see. So it's either gonna be something like this, or something more like winged out. So we'll figure out which one I think works the best. I like how this one's head is on the top, but I like how this one's kind of flying, and I think the angle of the wing looks really cool right here. But I think if we did this one right here, we can get the head a little bit bigger, which to me is like the main point. So it kind of has like its own like time to shine up here. And to finish it off, I think if we did something that really like rounded out the whole entire sleeve and kind of give it like a Roman like gleam like type of look, where it's like kind of like one of those like old windows, I think it'd be a super crazy way to finish it off. And then what down there, who knows what's down there? That's a whole other thing I don't even want to think about right now. But what do you think?
I definitely like this idea.
This one?
Yeah, the whole window shining down and the size of the head, like you said, really stands out. And there's so much more detail in that wing.
There is more detail in this wing than this one. This one does look cool, but I like how this one has like more of like the feather look, cause like this transferring it into a tattoo. Sometimes, and I think a lot of people don't really realize this, sometimes like a reference can look really good, but how it transfers into a tattoo is like a whole nother battle, which is probably the biggest thing about being a tattoo artist, is trying to convince the client to get something that's actually going to transfer well to tattoo compared to looks cool to tattoo. Because after the excitement of it being like fresh and done, everyone's super excited, we still want it to be super dope, like even like a year down the line, 10 years down the line. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna start drawing and then we'll put the stencil on, and we have a lot to do, so we'll be here all night.
Let's do it.
Let's run it. Dope. Alright, so we are finished. It took about 6 hours. It's 12 o'clock and it wasn't that bad for me, honestly. Usually my tattoos take a lot longer than that, so it was kind of like a chill, like medium-sized one, but tell me what you think about it.
I love it. It came out nice. All your input as far as the shading, how the light hits it, came out dope, and
yeah, because that was something that's something that we tried to make sure that this is something that I always try to make sure is a thing, where the light source stays the same. I feel so many times where you like add 2 reference photos together and there's like 2 different light sources. I know I've done that in the past where like I've added a hand to a girl's face but the light sources were different, but I don't really think about it. And something was off, but that was definitely the reason. But I think my favorite part about the piece so far is like the way it ends up there. That like the design up there, I feel like I love how like bold and like how like it just really complements everything without making everything look too cluttered. Because another thing I see a lot is like trying to add like a filler or a background and it's like too much or it's too cluttered or like it like overpowers like what should actually be there. But dude, it came out dope and thank you so much for coming to me and letting me do my thing with it. We have a few more pieces to do though.
Yeah, we do.
So he said he wants to add like a Zeus, a Hercules statue, and like another like kind of like Greek goddess woman, huh?
Yeah.
For the whole fam. So we'll get like the whole fam on there by that time, but we'll show you that. It'll be like part 2 or part 5, whenever we do it, huh? But dude, thank you so much, man.
Thank you, bro.
But you gotta get out of here.